Hello everyone, Ken Lowy here, back with more Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. And before we get straight back into Dissonance of the Nexus, there was a few things that I kind of wanted to point out. Well, first of all, in Dissonance of the Nexus, when you go into Itsugi's squadron, no one is here, so I do like that attention to detail that it wouldn't really make sense for him just to be hanging out, even though that after the events of the main story. So there's that. But another thing that I noticed by just looking around was that when we look at the chip editor, I noticed that that characters are finally using rank 11 weapons. So for an example, just to get an idea of that one sword that I am eager to try out, the Raikiri G7, which looks very nice. It has a base melee power of 1920 apparently, and it has that 5.5% crit chance after they one of the patches, I think it was the April patch, they increased the crit rate of all swords rank 9 or 10 and above by 5% base. And it has that 300% crit damage multiplier there. And it also is quite heavy for a sword, but considering it's strength based rather than dexterity, which seems to be the case for the other photon swords, that does kind of make sense. So with like 15% weapon damage, you can get it up to like 2200 roughly, and then with the strength bonus that will really raise it up probably over 3000 easily. So definitely a sword that I am interested in trying out. And just to kind of show like how important it is that these characters are now using rank 11 weapons, is that the 7's weapons in particular got a huge massive buff from rank 10 to 11. Like this minigun I think had like 650 attack, and now it has 1700 with the mods that I have on it. And then the holy arrow I think was around 550 or something, and now it's 1120. So massive boost to certain characters, going from rank 10 to 11. So that is quite interesting. Another thing is that Levere, poor Levere only has rank 10 minigun here, and what's kind of funny is that I was kind of looking at her minigun here for like as I was going up levels, and like 10 or 15 levels ago this was rank 8. And then it goes up to rank 10, and I think it's because like she doesn't have the weapon weight limit to support a higher rank, and also she technically doesn't have the strength to even use this. It says 255 strength, and I'm pretty sure it says on there, I can't really show it because I haven't unlocked her in Dissonance of the Nexus yet, but I think it said that she had like 240 strength, so Levere is Levere is hacking. But yeah, like just to show off like the optical array, which is kind of like a sniper optical handgun, even with plus 10%, well technically 17% damage, it's only 660. So it's really a low damage per shot weapon. So with like the memory chip editor, like you can really get an idea of how powerful some of these weapons are gonna be, and I guess these characters gain their rank 11 weapons after you get to, I'm guessing, level 251, because I'm 253 and I just noticed that. So it's just kind of nice to look at that. Another thing is that I'm gonna try out the rank 11 handgun. I mentioned last part that I didn't really think that I would care for the revolver, simply because the damage isn't good enough to compensate for having pretty much no crit potential, and also its slow rate of fire and the extremely high requirements for dual wielding. I didn't really think it was worth using, but I'll just show it off, this part, or at least a section of it, so there is that. So without further ado, I am going to first go to SBC Abend because it looked like it was unlocked. And I've been really curious to see like where that actually goes. And since I haven't actually done, I haven't done like the search, I'm hoping that this somehow doesn't mess up something. Okay. So is this a dungeon? Okay, there's something here. It says, the door is sealed together with great evil. What? With a great evil? Okay. Those seeking peace should turn away at once. Should you desire to awaken catastrophe, defeat the freezing menace on the Bridge of Hope. Its demise shall break the seal, and you shall know true fear. Okay, what? I have to say that that is a very interesting description. So basically, is SBC Abend like supposed to be a post-game super dungeon type of thing? Kind of like what the Icicle Prison probably seems to be. That okay. Well, I guess I'm going to be looking at that later. And since we're going to the frozen plant, I am going to look for that, what is it called? The one thing to open the door in one of the optional doors in the Institute. So 6,000 damage per shot. And the gun handling is okay, I guess. I mean, especially when you use a quick shot, it isn't the best. But I will say that this is working better than I thought it was gonna be. But I will say that the long stroke 4 that I have crafted is probably better overall, especially with using quick shot. Like with that, with the crit potential of the other gun, I could have had at least a few of those shots do like over 6,000 damage and whatnot. I thought Elizabeth had debuffing skills. to help with those hooligans. Okay, she did buff him. So yeah, I guess, you know, the revolver on paper, while it doesn't look super amazing, it actually does a whole lot better than I thought it would, for sure. Like, if I found a legendary version of it, so I could craft it to have, like, extended range, and then just that, physical damage, physical attack and weapon attack, I think it would work out pretty well. So, yeah, I think, you know what, I'm gonna hang on to it, just for now, and keep using it rather than the long stroke, just because it's special. Though I will say, for the rate of fire, it is much better dual-wielded for sure. So if you can get those high requirements, it's gonna be a lot better. I saw the chest up here. Okay, observation record 3, that's what I was looking for. Okay then. Yeah, I will say, against players, the revolver relying on weak point damage probably isn't the best. Oh, got an assault rifle. Oh, is he now?
僕が探しているのは正確には人じゃない AI データだ。新国立劇場のライブにエネミーが出たって話覚えてるやつもいるだろ。
ああ、ユナの。
あの事件の後 AR アイドルユナの一体がなぜか GGO に迷い込んだらしい。
Yeah, if you've seen the ordinal scale movie, in my opinion anyway, it's pretty much a given that he would search for Yuna. It's just kind of it's kind of funny how Yuna just kind of shows up and then leaves right soon after.
もともと AI は自己の唯一性を基盤とするように設計されている。だがリアル世界で彼女は複数コピーされ、そのことによって多くのエラーを抱え込むことになった。
そんな。
GGO に入り込んだ AI は一体だけだ。ここで彼女の唯一性が脅かされることはない。つまりこの GGO に正しく適応できていれば、彼女の AI データはこの先もここで安全に生きていける。ただここへ移される前の彼女のデータにはすでに不安定な兆候があった。何らかの手を打たなければ僕はまた彼女を。
You know the idol I just met her.
本当か。今はどこにいる？
どこかまではわかりません。でも大体の方角なら。
それで十分だ。案内してくれ。
発動。
Well, considering how far away we are from this dungeon, while we were unlocking SBC Avens, like, I'm not exactly sure how you could have come to that conclusion, but okay. I'll roll with it.
行くぞ。
I am curious to know, what is the differences between the different difficulties of the Manhunt quest? I'm guessing there's only two difficulties. Maybe the hard one, you fight that enemy player, but if you do the easy one, then it doesn't? If that would be the only difference, that isn't much of one. But another dungeon. Considering how the last one went, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I would say the revolver is pretty much only good if you get weak point damage from the look of it. Ooh. When dealing with escapees, deploy switch mine traps as the situation requires. Once activated by a switch, these traps will explode when approached. Make sure to watch your step and ensure no one is nearby when you activate them. Huh? Hmm. Oh, does it look like they do decent damage? I will give it that. This is much faster than the regular butcher. I will give it that. Well, I mean, not if he's done, but...
このまま押し切りましょう。もうちょっと。
ポイズン状態。
しびれてるわ。頑張ってるね。ぐーっと。触れますが。いいじゃない。嬉しいですわ。ダウン。集中攻撃。狙いましょう。レアアイテムです。
Okay, so there is sort of... There is a floor underneath. I wasn't sure if it was a bottomless pit or not, but...
想像以上ね。
終わりだ。終わりだ。
レアアイテムです。ラッキーですわ。
Okay.
行くよ。頑張りますわ。発動。
えいはっはっえいはっえいはっトレジャーボックスだ。えいはっ
I can do it! Off. Okay, there's a ledge here. That makes it a lot easier. Okay, what's in here? Okay, just an accessory. Alright. Nothing's in there. Isn't there another door? Okay, that was the other door. Gotcha.
これでどうだ。リズベット任された。
頑張ってるね。ありがとう。
発見。警戒を。
Oh, we have a butterfly enemy.
クリティカル。
近寄らせないで。ステータスダウン。
入った。手を貸してくれ。
They're probably a lot more dangerous indoors than they are outdoors, though.
手を貸してくれ。クリティカル。手を貸してくれ。
毒ってるね。飛ば。いいけどしびれてるわ。ダウンします。チャンスですわ。
倒す。
動きが鈍ってる。
決まった。スタン入った。
素敵。
ダウン。今だ。
ステータスダウン。
手を貸してくれ。
さすがだね。ステータスダウン。
入った。
狙いましょう。
はっ。
ステータスダウン。
入った。
回復しますわ。ステータスダウン。
やってみせる。
Ah.
狙いましょう。
Yeah, the problem with fighting these is it doesn't allow you to aim up high enough most of the time. But they're not really all that dangerous by themselves, so... Oh yes, now that he's debuffed, he will actually take damage. Unless he's debuffed, like, their defense is so high that it's just kind of ridiculous.
さすがだね。
終わりだ。レアアイテムか。ついてるね。
バフよ。
Interesting.
Enemy だ。
ぐーっと。
リスペクトありがとうリスペクト任された
さすがだね。
警戒を
レイちゃん助かったわ。レアアイテムです。ラッキーですわ。近寄らせないで。こいつなんと
ブレイザー入った
I will say though that I'm really impressed with how these dungeons have felt. I mean, I'm liking this one pretty much as the previous dungeon, so I'm really liking how that they just feel quite a bit different than the dungeons in the main game, or even the first DLC dungeons. They just feel quite well. I will say though that the previous dungeon did have a lot more faster smiles, making it a much more challenging. But oh well.
クリティカル
ステータスダウンダウンタッチアップ
クリティカル
デバフ入った
倒した
デバフ入った
終わりだ
素晴らしいです。
アファスああ
うわレアアイテムだね。おめでとう
Like, even though that it kind of looks like this DLC doesn't have as many dungeons, it just feels like they're just of higher quality, if that makes sense. They're more enjoyable. Now, where to go from here, though? Yeah, I already did this one. Okay, let me go right this time. Does that do anything?
ほらほらそれじゃあボックスよ。レアアイテムです。
Got a box, but also a switch. Nice. And then this one led down there. Okay, Alright, I'm pretty sure that's just the way back.
One eternity later.
Yeah, so now what? It does say that I got... Oh, the Braveheart design from this as well. So... It says 2 of the things are activated. Well, I might actually need to look up on this one because I really have no idea. Because I activated all the switches that I thought I could think of. So, yeah, so sorry about all that running around, but I think I might have to look up how to do this one, because I have all the switches, and I'm not exactly sure where to go from there, so, I'll just look up how to do this one, so, or something along those lines. So thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.